The four categories: best brand partnership for Nightcap, Outside, and Row, best podcast, best athlete podcast, best use of live video. That link is pinned in the chat. Go vote as many times as you like and support the Nightcap family. The Thunder beat the Spurs 123 to 108. The Thunder have dominated the bench series. If you think about it, in game one, there was plus 34. In game two, there was plus 32. And they say, you know what? We don't think y'all get the message. We're going to make it a plus 53. Oklahoma City bench have outscored the San Antonio second unit 107 to 28. That's the first two games.
Yes, sir.
And after game three, it's one. Hold up, how you get? No. I was talking about it, through three games they've outscored. Hold up, how you outscored them over the first two games by in it's 32, 34, and 32. That's only 66.
Okay, I see you over there. I see you over there, little math major. Okay.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Hey, Joe, you might need to come out of retirement to help the Spurs out.
Nah.
They need some help. But anyway, the Oklahoma City bench have outscored the San Antonio second unit 107 to 28 through the first two games. It's pretty rare for the bench to outscore starters. The last time it was in Game 5 in 2022 Eastern Conference Final between the Heat and the Celtics. Miami outscored their starters 45 to 18. And again tonight, the Thunder's bench outscored their starters. Remember who's in that starting lineup. The back-to-back MVP.
Yes, sir.
And the starters and the bench outscored those guys. Victor Wembanyama had 1 rebound in the second half of Game 3. The Thunder had 6 different players to record more second-half rebounds than Wemby. Wemby had 26 points. He was perfect from the free throw line. 6 of 17 to and fro from the three-point line. He didn't get much help from his bench. They got no help. I mean, all 5 starters was in double figures, but that's not enough because they get out to this big lead, Joe, and then when they come in, when the Thunder bring their shot drop in, they take off and kick dust up in the eyes. McCain had 24 points. Casey Wallace had 11 points. But it was Jalen Williams that got him off to the great start. He had 4 threes in the first half, and that was really the difference in the ball game. He was 5 of 6 from the three-point line. Alex Caruso is still shooting the lights out the gym from the three-point line. He was 3 of 5 from the three-point line. Jared McCain got up 10 threes, but he had 24 big points. Joe, is this series over?
I'm not gonna say it's over. I think the Thunder took back command of this series. They got home court advantage back, fellas. They had to win on the road in order to, survive this series. I think the most glaring thing for me, Uncle Ocho.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about next man up, bro. You get your all-star Jalen Williams who's out, but then you get the big hog, another former Razorback, Jalen Williamson, the big Jalen Williamson. He come in, the man go, what he shot from the three? He shot 5 for 6.
5 for 6, yeah.
Like, I think what's underestimated about this Thunder team is how they've played a significant amount of time without a lot of their key guys throughout the season, and you have other guys who've just stepped right in. I'm talking about and filled that void and haven't blinked a damn eye, fellas. You know what I mean? Shai got off to a rough start. He didn't even score the first quarter. And hell, then when you think about it, I thought they were finna run them boys up at the gym.
Yep.
They was up, 15 to 2?
15-0.
Oh, man. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, man. Thunder finna get ran up out the building. It looked very ugly to start. But once they subbed, and you talking about McCain and Caruso and Wallace and Williams came in the game, those guys changed the whole entire game, bro.
Yeah.
They changed the whole game. And then Shai settled in. And next thing you know, he was getting whatever he wanted to. He had 12 assists, 26 points. I just think OKC has been tried and tested over and over again, bro. This is what you call a championship win right here, man. Championship win. Great win for them.
Joe, you talk about how those guys come in and play. Because I think the thing is that them playing so much because Jalen Williams goes out. Now you get a backup coming in. He's playing substantial minutes. Mm-hmm. You get Shai going out, and you get a backup coming in. He's playing substantial minutes. You get Chet going out. You get a backup. You get Jalen Williams coming in, playing substantial minutes. You get Hartenstein going out. A backup comes in. He's playing substantial minutes. Dort might miss some time, and you get a backup coming in. And so now when it's time for them to come in and play meaningful minutes in meaningful games, they're unbothered by it.
Yeah.
We've done this. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Just because you think there's more pressure because it's the playoffs, it's still 12 minutes and a quarter. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah.
We still got 3 officials.
Yeah.
3-point line is still 22 in the corner and 25 at the top. Don't nothing change. And so when you go look at them and you look at the moment, they're not in awe of it.
They're not, bro.
And I think the thing is, Joe, and I like the Spurs, but I think the Spurs are going to have to go through what OKC went through. You remember that OKC was favored to beat the Mavs.
Yeah.
When the Mavs shocked them.
Yeah.
They had to go through what they went through with the Mavs to get them where they are right now. And I believe the Spurs are going to have to face a similar fate in order for them to get to ultimately where they need to be. Go ahead, Ocho. What did you like about what you saw tonight?
I mean, what I like about what I saw, obviously, in the beginning, I thought they were going to run him out the gym. You know, Joe, like you said, but obviously they were 8 lead changes in the first half. And once that second half got there, and those young fellas coming off that goddamn bench were doing what they were, getting to their spots, making those shots, I kind of knew the game was over. And there was really no chance because we weren't getting anything from the Spurs bench. And it was too much pressure, you know, for the starting five for the Spurs to have to play well and also not just play well, but be efficient and try to match with those not only bench players, but what the starters were doing for the Thunder as well. And that kind of set them back. You know, obviously, you know, I did pick the Spurs, you know, to win this series simply because of Wemby and him being a complete difference maker and me not really using my mind and thinking about the depth and the way the goddamn Thunder are constructed and thinking about the time that Shai missed and them in the regular season not missing the beat. And Unc, like you said, this moment when players are coming in off the bench and getting quality minutes, ain't nobody scared of that moment.
Damn.
Yep. Ain't nobody scared of that moment. And you can tell by how efficient they not only coming off the bench and hitting shots, look how goddamn efficient everybody is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. When you think about it, guys, I mean, they played really well. The problem that they're getting is that when Wemby goes out, they lose so much steam. Cornet is giving them absolutely nothing. Think about how many offensive rebounds they got and then hit a three. They miss a shot, you play great defense. And then all of a sudden they get a rebound. Okay, now they miss that shot. They get another rebound. Kick to Jalen Williams. He knock a three down. They make the shot. We play great defense, Joe, for 5 seconds, for all the way down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. They take a tough shot. They get the rebound. They kick it to Caruso in the corner. He let off a three. That is so demoralizing. That's so debilitating to your team because we can't play any better defense. And the only thing, it doesn't matter how well you play defense. You don't really play defense until you secure the rebounds.
Right.
That's when defense is done.
Yeah.
Until then, nothing is true.
At Pechanga Resort Casino in Temecula, you can stay and play, wine and dine, soar, and so much more. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Oh yeah.
I think that is his single greatest mistake that he's done because you had a 3-and-D guy, a guy that you developed.
Yeah. A great glue guy. Great glue guy.
Play outstanding defense. He can play. He'll guard a point. He'll guard a 2. He'll guard a 3. Hell, throw him in there a couple of minutes on a 4 to give him something. He's stronger than he looked. I know he looked frail. He looked thin, but he's stronger than he looked.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of the moment to take a big shot. He plays defense. Hey, he'll take a charge. He'll block a shot from behind. He's phenomenal. He's exactly what they needed. And when you look at this roster, you get a Jerry McCain. You got a Caruso coming off the bench. You got Wallace. Wallace, second team all defense. Caruso could have been an all defensive player.
Yeah.
Chet, second team all defense.
Yeah.
Lou Dort plays outstanding defense. Isaiah Joe comes in and he knocks down a shot.
Man, listen. If I'm Shai, you look at the starters for OKC, fellas. Everybody was a minus when it comes to plus minus, except Shai. He was a plus 11. Everybody else was minus. You look at their bench though. They bench plus 28, plus 26, plus 22.
Woo.
Bro, I don't know if it's ever happened like this in the postseason. I mean, Jared McCain, I think that's a career high for him tonight. But
Yeah.
when
Jalen
you
Williams,
look
that's a career high for him also.
yeah, but when you look at it, you thinking to yourself, man, who gonna come along on the ride with me if you Shai? You like, cause you really don't know. J-Dub out. You wish you could get more scoring output from Holmgren, but you know he's just not giving you that. And you get McCain come in, he act like he AI out there. I'm talking about getting to his spots, shooting the midi, shooting the three, being disruptive. Him, Caruso, J-Dub, man, I'm talking about it was such a special performance. I enjoyed watching it because when you get down like that early in the game, you take their best blow. That was the best blow that San Antonio threw. They trying to get him out of there early. Man, them boys didn't blink, bro. They didn't blink. They stayed with it and was able to fight back in the game. And from after the first quarter, hell, they controlled the whole game, bro. They controlled the rest of the game.
Holmgren made first team all defense. Go ahead, Ocho.
I got a question, and y'all would be well versed to be able to answer this. You think about the way the Spurs are constructed, not only the 5 starters, but the way the bench is constructed and the way they're able to score and not miss a beat when some of their key players go out. Name another NBA team that has been constructed where the starters can go out and everyone else will still just be efficient and you don't miss a goddamn beat.
The Spurs has been pretty good. You know, they just didn't. They bench just didn't have a great night tonight. You know, unfortunately, you know what I mean. I just think OKC understood, like, damn, we got to go down here and get at least one. It'll be great if we can win game 3. You know, now try and be a little greedy, get game 4, and see if you can go and get these boys out of here. But
when we go back home,
I thought they were so poised, especially in that second half, coming down the stretch. You can't really. It's like, you know, you watch the Knicks in the Cavs series. You can kind of see, okay, you come set this pick. Let me get this mismatch. It ain't no damn mismatch. Shai ain't really got a whole hell of a lot of mismatches because Vassell can guard, Champ Penny can guard, hell, Fox can guard. They all can guard. You just trying to put them in a huckabuck to where they can mess up, make the wrong decision, and y'all can get something easy for it. I thought he started using his guys around him to the T, meaning McCain, Castle. I mean, not Castle. Caruso, Wallace. Yeah. I thought he started using those guys to the T, which is why he had 12 assists. Man, it was just a hell of a performance, bro.
Yeah, but hold on, Joe. Hold on, Unc. Now I'm saying the way they're constructed, the way the Thunder are constructed, right?
Yes.
There are not very many teams where some of your key players go out and the bench comes in and those that are playing that don't start, that get quality minutes, come in and be this goddamn efficient. Every team isn't built like this.
That's like saying, well, there ain't very many players like Shai. No, they're not. But look at Dylan Harper that comes off the Spurs bench.
Yeah.
Is he not good?
Yeah,
look at Keldon Johnson that comes off their bench. Cornette in the regular season and even in the postseason has been better. He's minus 37 and 33 minutes in the postseason. Yeah. So he's underperformed. Where these guys, the Thunder have performed or overperformed what we're used to seeing them. So that is the difference. You got one team that's underperforming. You got another team that's the bench is really good, but that's overperforming because if you look at what they're doing to the starters, they got 77 points from their bench. Yeah. Their bench outscored their starters.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was asking. The way the Thunder are constructed, has there been many teams that are constructed like this where you don't miss a beat when you go to your bench?
Well, Ocho, you really don't know what you have,
right?
Until you get in there. You try to put pieces together. What they've done is done a great job. This team is homegrown. They trade for Shai early, but they drafted Chet. They drafted all these guys. They get Hartenstein on. They get Caruso. Chicago was having a fire sale. They basically gave him Caruso. Philly's like, we got Edgecombe, we got Maxey, we got Paul George. We don't need a fourth guard. They basically give him away.
Yeah.
And so now what you've done is that you've made a team that was already strong.